Welcome to City Yoga. If you have blocks, you want to keep them nearby towards the top of your mat. If you don't have blocks, you can substitute by maybe use. And also, it might be handy to keep a towel or a strap or a rope tie or a rope belt handy. All the on our back. And we'll start off with the legs extended and just slowly come all the way down to your back. Allow your feet to widen away from palms to face the ceiling. Draw your arms out to the side and try to create space between your armpits. And just begin to scan the body. And if it feels good, you can close your eyes here. And again, create space between the armpits. Try to let your shoulders feel heavy. And just begin to let go. So try to channel your breath in and out through the nostrils. Each inhale to get a little bit deeper. Exhale. And then staying on our backs, placing your right hand on your belly and bringing the left hand to the heart. At the bottom, exhale. Allow yourselves to pause and stay empty. And the low back. Nice deep inhale through the nose, filling up through the belly, expanding up towards the chest, and drawing our shoulders down into your mat. And then side out, letting go. Pausing at the bottom. Take another deep inhale through the nose, filling up through the belly, grounding through the shoulders, and holding the breath. Just very slowly sigh the breath out. And do that one more time. Breathing in. Feel the chest expand. Ground the shoulders. Breathe in again. And back. Start to bend the knees. Bring your hands alongside the body so your palms are pressing into the mat. And on your next inhale, begin to push your hips up towards the ceiling. Slowly lower down, one vertebra at a time. And twice more. Inhale. See if you can raise the hips even higher. Exhale. One last time. Breathing in as you press the hips up. Drawing the tailbone lower. Draw the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg out. And start to roll the right foot slowly in one direction. And then slowly in the other direction. We're going to flex the foot, release the left hand to the side, and just draw the right knee out. Try to keep your left heel grounded, and if you can, try to keep the left hip grounded. For a deeper stretch, start to pull that right knee up towards the shoulder. Engage the belly. Draw the right knee back into the center as you inhale, placing it into your left hand. As we exhale, we're going to draw the right knee across the body, extend the right hand to the side, and turn our gaze to the right. And down. As you come to the center, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, curl the toes, pressing through the heel. And we're going to keep our shoulders grounded and try to draw the leg in a little bit closer. And then just release the right leg Bring your left, start to roll, rolling in the other direction. Then flex the foot, release the right. So again, try to ground the shoulders, try to ground that right hip. Draw the left knee into the center. We're going to take the right hand to that left knee and bring the left knee across the body. Extend the left hand and turn the gaze to the left side. And as you come back to the center, you're going to extend the left leg towards the ceiling, curl the toes, lengthen the leg by pressing the heel towards the ceiling. And then with the hands on the back of the leg, start to draw the left leg in towards you for a stretch. And then gradually come undone by drawing both knees in towards the chest. We're going to cup our hands on top of the knees, bring the sides of the feet together, put a little bit of tension into the belly, and try to bring your inner thighs close together. As you breathe in, pull the knees towards you. As you breathe out, push away from each other. Inhale, bring the knees in, thighs come together, and away. Just flow. And then just go ahead and reverse that. And then gather the knees. Move the hands. Rock back and forth. The low back as we shift up to a seat. Down to your back. Roll all the way up to seated. If not, we're just going to roll to our side. And using the hands, walk ourselves up into a seated position. And we'll cup the hands around the knees here. Lean. And then rounding forward. Press your chest forward as you inhale. Circling to the other side. Rounding back as you exhale. Inhale, pressing forward with your chest. Exhale, shifting back to your tailbone. Press your knees away as you do so. Shoulders, drawing the belly in as you lean back. And gradually we're going to bring ourselves back to stillness again. And just focus on sitting up nice and tall, releasing your hands alongside the body, and slowly rolling and dropping our shoulders down into your back body. Take the arms overhead as you breathe in, palms come together. Draw your hands down to heart center as you breathe out. And then reaching forward, take a big inhale, draw the arms back up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, release the hands back alongside the body. Softening the shoulders, drawing them down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, press forward, reach back up. We're going to pause at the top. And then goalpost the hands as you exhale. So pressing your shoulders down into your back body. Then reach the hands behind you, staying just on the finger pads. As we press into the mat, we're going to draw the chest up, peel the shoulders down. And then slowly, one hand at a time, ground the palms into your mat, spread the fingers, and just shift the weight side to side. So we're clawing the mat through the finger pads. As you come back to stillness, maintain that upright stance in your seated position. Bring your hands alongside the body again. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Shoot the fingers towards the ceiling, but let your right hand comes down on the exhale. We're going to press the left arm open as we breathe in. Reach the left arm over your ear as you breathe out. For a deeper stretch, that right forearm can come down towards the mat, down towards the floor. And pressing away from that right hand. Inhale, both hands towards the ceiling, drawing the shoulders down. Exhale, left hand comes down. Soften into that left arm. Draw the right arm back as you breathe in, spiraling the ribcage open. And then over your ear as you breathe out. I'm going to take both arms overhead, soften the shoulders, and then hinging forward. Extend your arms out in front of you, and then let the hands come down. So we're going to cupcake the fingers on the floor, on the mat. Draw the shoulders back, press the chest forward, and see if your arms can extend out even further. When you're ready, begin to bow the head, tuck. You're going to come through the center as you breathe in, take a little break, and then walk the hands over to the left. Maybe drawing that right hand on top of the left hand for a deeper stretch. As you inhale, move to the center. Exhale, bring yourselves back up to seated. So sitting nice and tall. Draw the arms back like you're trying to press your shoulder blades together. And then round, drawing the belly in, widening the shoulders out. Inhale, expand the chest, bring the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, round. Once more, take a big breath in. And then round as you breathe out, interlace the fingers, press the palms towards the ceiling. Allow your shoulders to soften, your elbows to soften. And then just circle once to the right side, inhaling through and coming up on the left side. You're going to pause here, circling left, and coming up on the right. Releasing the hands down, engaging the belly. You're going to squeeze the fists and roll the wrists all the way up towards the ceiling. Gaze up as you breathe in, roll the wrists the other way as you breathe out, coming all the way down to your mat. From here, just go ahead and transition ourselves into all fours, coming into a tabletop position. So you want to try to bring your shoulders above your wrists, try to bring your knees in line with your hips. Spread the fingers as much as you can so you can see a lot of mat space in between the fingers. Try to dial the thumbs towards each other. And you see if you can make the pointer fingers face a little bit more forward. We're going to press into the heel of the hand just to feel the weight. And then we're going to press into the finger pads and get light in the heel of the hand. So keep the weight into the finger pads, bring it out of the wrists. Engage the belly, gently push your shoulders back, and try to spin your elbows in towards each other. You're going to lower the belly as you press your chest forward, and then round the back as you press back, tucking the chin, tucking the belly. Inhale, draw the belly down. Exhale, round. You're just going at your own pace, dropping the belly as you breathe in, rounding the back as you breathe out, and try to spin your elbows inward when you drop the belly. Try to widen the shoulders away from each other as you round the back. And gradually come back into a neutral position again. And float the right leg back. And we're going to bend the knee, flex the foot so the heel, or the sole of the foot points towards the ceiling. Option to stay here. We're going to soften the shoulders away from the ears, or bring a little bit of movement, activate the glute and the hip by pressing the heel or pulsing the heel towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Just come back into neutral position. Press your right heel back and gaze down. Left arm reaches. Take a big breath in. And then slowly come undone as you breathe out. Coming back to all fours and just switching sides. Extend the left leg back to begin with. Soften the shoulders, engage the belly, and then start to bend your left knee. And we'll flex the foot and hold here, or we can pulse the leg up towards the ceiling as we push for 3, 2, 1. And then continue to flex the foot, but extend the leg out. So you're pushing the heel towards the back of the mat. Anchor through the left hand, and extend your right hand. Big breath in as we breathe in, as we lengthen rather. Come undone as you breathe out. We're going to start to widen the knees, bring the toes together, sink back into your child's pose, drawing the belly back between the thighs, and walking the hands forward, and eventually drawing the forehead down. And just continue to rest your elbows on the mat, and your forehead on the mat, but bring your fingertips together in a prayer position, and bring the thumbs to the base of your neck. Hands forward, look out in front of you, and glide forward as you inhale. We're going to sink the hips towards the wrists, press the heart up towards the ceiling. And as you draw the belly in, begin to round right back into your child's pose. And again, inhale, glide forward, lowering the hips towards the wrists. Exhale, rounding back. And just slowly transition back up to your hands and knees. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, slowly lowering the belly. And as you press back, float the knees and pike your hips towards the ceiling. Moving into that first down dog of the day. Begin to pedal the feet. Try to lengthen the arms. And then finding stillness. Press the chest back. Put a little bit of softness in the knees and try to pike your hips up even higher. Keep your arms nice and long. Find a plank position by shifting forward as you breathe in, pressing back as you breathe out. And then raise the heels and just walk your way forward, coming all the way to the top of your mat. And once you get there, allowing your head to hang, letting your shoulders relax, let the head feel heavy, soften the knees, draw in the belly, and slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Bring your shoulders up towards the ears, and then release the shoulders down into your back pockets. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Twice more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, heart center. We're going to pause here. Suck the belly button into the spine. On your next inhale, gaze up. Exhale, bring your hand back to heart center. And then just shuffle the feet close together. Let your toes touch. Sit over your toes. Hold the breath. Pull the belly button in. On your exhale, take a twist. Belly overhead. And just goalpost the hands as you exhale. Wrap the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and we can start to separate the feet away from each other. As you breathe in, draw the chest up as you press your fists down. As you breathe out, start to hinge forward, soften the knees, let the crown of the head fall down towards the mat. Let your arms drape overhead, or if you need to, soften the elbows, bring your hands to your low back. We're going to try to drop the crown of the head to face down. And then we're going to release the hands down, pressing our palms into our shins. Inhale the chest forward, exhale fold. Once more, inhale, draw the chest forward, exhale fold, and then come all the way up on your next inhale, extending the hands, the palms together, exhale, move down to heart center. Just take a moment here to ground through the feet, and maybe just shift your weight back into the heels, lift the toes, spread the toes, and then ground the toes. Pull your belly in, back. Inhale as you reach overhead, We're going to twist to the right side. The belly in. Exhale, opening to our left. On your next inhale, and just start to lift and lengthen before reaching the center. Switch wrists. Drawing the right belly in, letting your shoulders soften before folding to our left. Center. The hands back to your heart. Draw your shoulders down into your back body. Take a nice big inhale. Let's palms to the shins, pressing the chest forward, and then folding forward. So just go ahead and soften the knees here. Wrap your hands around your opposite elbows. Let the crown of the head hang towards the floor, and then just very gently sway your upper body side to side like a rag doll. We're going to bring ourselves back to stillness again. Continue to soften the knees, slowly rolling up, drawing our arms towards the ceiling. And then drawing the hands back towards the heart. And we'll bring our weight into that left leg. Draw the right knee up. We're going to take a hold with both hands to pull the right knee up towards the chest. Flex the right foot. Engage the belly. And then try to move the rounded side of your back by pushing your shoulders back towards each other and down towards the hips. Holding here. Maybe that left arm extends to the side for balance. And begin to push into that left big toe. Option to draw that right knee out to the side. And if you want to add a little bit more intensity, you can start to bring the right knee up, flexing the foot. We're going to ground into the left big toe, bring the right knee to the center and switch sides. You're going to place your right knee into your left hand. So if you need to take a break, you can step both feet down and come up when you're ready. And upright the torso, right arm reaches to the side. Or if you want to challenge the balance, back. Come back through the center. Come undone. Bring the right foot down, bringing the hands to heart center. Reach up as you breathe in. Drawing the hands to the heart as you and just bring your weight into your right foot. So one tip, if your balance is more challenged, you can always step off of the mat, step onto the wood floor if that feels good, or step onto your carpet or with a little bit more secure surface. And we're going to bring our left knee up. And hug it in. Flex the foot. Lengthen the spine. And then that right arm to the side. Left knee can open to the side. I'm going to try to maintain that long spine. For a deeper stretch, bring the left knee up a little bit higher. And then whenever you're ready, you can take a little break and let both feet come down. Or just transition by bringing the left leg in, placing it into your right hand, and letting the left arm extend to the side. So lifting your heart up. Maybe the left arm keeps reaching back. Maybe the gaze follows that left hand, if you want to challenge your balance. You're going to bring the gaze back to the center, turn forward, and just release the left leg down. Stepping back to the top of our take a big breath in, reach all the way up, and bring your hands to the heart. And we'll keep this right foot planted. We're going to step back in an angle. So step your left foot back. Make sure that the left foot is flat, and both of our hips are going to face forward. We're going to anchor through the outer blade of that left foot, that left heel. We're going to keep that back leg straight and soften into that front right knee. We're going to turn the hips to face forward towards the top of the mat. And you want your back toes, your left toes, to be pointing around about 11 o'clock. And as you stand tall, think about drawing your left hip forward, your right hip shifts back so that the hips are squared. And then take the arms overhead. As you reach up, spread the fingers, extend the arms long. We try to soften the shoulders down. So take in the compression out of the neck. We're going to try to lengthen the neck by pulling our shoulders down, grounding through the back heel, sinking into the front knee. Draw the belly in. Keep pressing into the outer back heel and spiral the trunk towards the front of the room. So maybe goalpost the hands as you inhale, pushing the shoulders down, then reach back. Anchor the back heel and just hinge forward, shooting the hands towards the front of your mat, shooting the fingers forward and drawing the shoulders back. As you breathe in, you're going to keep reaching that left arm forward. As you breathe out, take the right arm back. Holding here. Drawing the shoulders back to lengthen our neck. Grounding through the right foot. Pressing into your back heel. And slowly coming back up to warrior one. You're going to extend the hands towards the ceiling. Anchor through that back. And then reach forward again. But then turn the arms slightly out towards that top left corner of your mat. And let your hands come down. So keep anchored through the back heel. And if you have space, you can walk your hands out even further. Lengthening through the arms. You can travel the hands back towards the front of your mat. Inhale back up to warrior one, hands towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. We're just going to adjust the feet here as we move into warrior two. So maybe that right foot centers. Maybe you take a wider stance, let your left foot travel back a little bit further. Maybe we're lined up heel to heel or front heel to the arch of the back foot, whatever feels better. The left toes point slightly more out towards the side. More to the side. Extend the hands. And try to lengthen through not just the arms, but through the fingers as well. As we gaze over the right hand. And sink into the right knee. And ground through the back. It rolls back. And your shoulders soften down. And then straighten that front. Inhale, reach forward to the right hand, and on the exhale, bring the right hand down. Stack your left shoulder over the right. Allow your shoulder blades to fall back and your chest and hips to press forward. Left arm extends. As you gaze down, your left hand comes all the way down to your mat. So ground the left hand under your shoulder, pick up your back heel, sink into a deep lunge, and if you need to, you can bring the left knee down. So we're going to be in a lunge with the knee down and up. And then we're going to take both arms overhead from here. Forward. So pull your belly in. Left glute, pressing it forward, pulling in the belly, relaxing the chest. Options a little bit deeper. Exhale, twist to the right. Bringing the left elbow to your right knee. Maybe your thumbs towards the chest. Options to stay here. Options to go. As you come on down, release the hands down. Drop your back knee. Glide forward, taking a deep lunge as you breathe in. And shift back to lengthen as you breathe out. And we'll do that twice more. Inhale, gliding forward. Exhale, shift back and hold. Pause at the bottom of your exhale. Stay empty. Inhale, shift forward, deepening that lunge. Exhale, round and back. I'm going to pause here. Lengthen the front leg, tuck the chin. Curl the toes up if you're in a deeper stretch. Shifting forward again, tuck your back toes, just pick up the back knee, and just start to round back, soften the knees, and either baby step your left foot forward, or take one big step to come to the top of your mat. Allow the knees to soften. Pause here and roll the wrists. And nod the head yes. And shake the head no. Take the arms up as you breathe in. Bring your hands to heart center as you breathe out. And this time, that left foot steps back as you set up for warrior one. You want to keep the hips pointing towards the front of the mat. You want to keep the right toes pointing towards 1 o'clock. And we're going to ground through that back right heel, spiral the trunk to the front of the mat, and sink into that front left knee. Take your arms overhead. So shoot the fingers up, but soften the shoulders down. Sink a little bit lower. Keep grounding through the back foot. Try to spiral your right hip forward a little bit more. Inhaling here. On the exhale, we're going to extend the arms forward. And then out towards the right corner, the top right corner of your mat. You can let the hands come down. You can walk the fingers out a little bit more. And come back through the center. We're going to anchor the back heel. And just slowly come up to warrior one. So take your hands back overhead. Sink it. The hands to heart center. And just open out to warrior two. So right stance, the right foot faces the side. That left knee presses into your front knee. Roll your right hip back. Draw the arms out. A bit lower. Gaze over the left hand. Hinge forward and find your to the ceiling. Allowing our shoulders to fall back and the hips to press forward. And gazing down, bring your right hand underneath your shoulder, pick your back heel up. And options to bring the right knee all the way down as well. And from here, we're just going to find ourselves back in that crescent lunge, so hands lowering the hips. Engage the right glute, sink into your left knee. Shoulders down into your back pockets. And we're going to press back, draw the heart, and take a big twist to the left. So right elbow to the left knee. If you need to modify, you can back off of this pose and just upright the torso, placing your right hand on the thigh and your left hand behind the back. So options there for your twist. If you've seen your practice, you can raise the back heel, raise the back knee rather. And just all lower the right knee and release the hands down. So frame the front left foot with your fingers. Deepen your lunge as you breathe in. Then rounding back as you breathe out. Twice more. Inhale, shift forward. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, round back and hold. And stay empty. Take a deep inhale to glide forward again. Exhale, shifting back. We're going to pause here and lengthen through the front leg. Folding. You have an option to curl the toes up. And just slowly come back into that lunge, tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee, plant the hands on the mat. Slide your left foot back. And we're going to modify our plank by coming down to the knees, pressing into your fingers. Just shine your chest forward as your shoulders push back, tuck in your elbows, Take a nice deep inhale, untuck the toes. Take a nice slow exhale as you lower, coming all the way down to your belly. We'll keep our hands under the shoulders. And just take and roll your shoulders back, press your elbows in. As you inhale, lift the heart, keep bowing the head. Exhale, lower. Press up a little bit higher, inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. And we'll tuck the toes this time. Press the arms long as you breathe in. And find child's pose as you breathe out. Untuck the toes, drape your belly over the thighs. And if you want to rest the shoulders, draw the arms back so your palms face the ceiling. And your armpits and shoulders can drape over the knees. We're going to transition up onto our knees. And then come for the heels. So we're just standing on our knees. And then taking your fists, press them into your low back. Engage the belly. And just allow your knuckles to massage your low back. And then begin to gently push your shoulder blades and elbows inward towards each other. Suck in the belly button some more. And maybe allowing the hips to press forward towards your knees. And if you want to add a back bend here, you can keep the toes untucked, but you can tuck the toes to bring your heels closer within reach. So maybe one hand at a time. The left hand can reach down towards the heel, or it can just stay on your low back or reach for your thigh. Right arm reaches up. Bow the head, soften the knees, and we're going to switch sides. Maybe that right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Spine. And just slowly come undone. Travel the hands back to the front of the mat. And let your hands be forward of your shoulders, like we're in a kind of modified child's pose. You're going to tuck the toes here, claw them out with your fingers, shift forward to a modified plank. Take a full plank if it's in your practice, and then press back into your down dog. So hips up towards the ceiling. Ears inside the shoulders. Just look back towards your feet and float the heels up as high as you can. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower. Let's center the left foot and extend the right leg up. So pressing long through the arms, curl the right toes, and then try to open the toes towards the ceiling. Allow the right knee to bend, open the hip towards the ceiling. Square your shoulders. Lengthen the right leg. And then shift into plank. You're going to draw that right knee in and place the right knee down. Angle the right foot out to the side and just open out towards the left. So you want your right knee to be in line with your left foot. Left toes point to the side of the room. You're going to reach the arms overhead, push the shoulders down the back, and then just tee the arms out here. So drawing the belly in. Let your right hand come down, anchor through the left foot, draw the left shoulder back. And maybe here we'll ground through that left heel, let the toes lift, and then fan the toes back, press the hips forward, and shine the chest up. And we're going to ground that left foot and take the left arm over the ear. And just lengthen from your fingers to the outer blade of your foot. And if it's in your practice, the left arm can reach up, the left leg can come up. And the option is to bend the knee and reach back for the foot. So pressing the chest open. And then slowly come undone. And transition back into tabletop. Tuck the toes, lower the belly, and press back into your down dog. So hips are up again, arms and knives. The right foot this time and take the left leg up. Flex the left toes, dial the toes open. And just pause here to square the shoulders before bending your left knee and opening the hip up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shift to plank, draw the left knee in towards the chest. And put the left knee down. We're going to kickstand the left leg to the side. Lining the right foot flat on the mat in line with our left knee. Reach up as you breathe in, soften the shoulders. Take the arms out as you breathe out. And this time your left hand comes to the floor. Right arm draws. Lift the ball of the foot and start to turn the right toes back. Start to press the hips forward. And then anchor the right and take your right arm over your ear. And as that right arm reaches up, we've got the option of floating the right leg as well. We've got the option of bending the knee and the foot. Leg, exhale, come undone. Just find yourselves back in tabletop, back on our hands and knees. And we're going to extend the right leg behind us, floating it off of the mat. And just draw the right leg out to the side. So you want your right toes to face forward or slightly forward. Maybe the toes are turned out to the side. And then walk your hands so they're slightly forward of your shoulders. And then glide the shoulders back over the wrists as you breathe in and sink back as you breathe out, stretching the inner right thigh twice more. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. One more time. Glide forward on the inhale, shift back and hold on the exhale. We're going to bring our shoulders back over the wrists, plant the hands under the shoulders, and then just slide your right foot behind you, point the toes, take the right foot as far over to the left as you can before setting it down. So resting on the top of that right foot, and let the shoulders fall back from the ears and lengthen the neck. And if you want to go deeper, you can turn to gaze over your left shoulder and start to dip your right hip. And gradually come undone. Right knee joins the left. Extending the left leg, flex the foot. Take that left foot out to the side and set it down. And we'll walk the hands forward. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more time, shifting forward as you breathe in. And gliding back as you breathe out. We're going to pause here. When you're ready, bring your hands back under the shoulders as you come forward. Extend the left leg back and point the toes, and then cross the left foot over. So again, choosing your intensity for this pose. You can look over that right shoulder. We can try to dip the left hip. You can even soften the forearms down a little bit more if that feels good. And just slowly come undone. Okay, finding ourselves back in tabletop again. Let's center and anchor the left hand. Inhale the right arm up. And then thread that right shoulder through. So try to bring your ear and shoulder to the mat. If it doesn't reach, that's where a block or a book or any padding can come in handy to place under your ear, to place under your shoulder. And just try to bring the weight into that right shoulder. Options to extend the left side. And slowly come undone. transitioning back up to tabletop and just preparing to switch sides. So now that right hand stays grounded, that left arm opens up and then reaches under. And you can brace through the right hand. You can point your feet to the right side and you can extend the right. Gradually come undone. We're going to bring ourselves back up to tabletop, shifting. Actually, go ahead and take one last hip opener here. We're going to turn to the long side of our mat. So turning sideways. If you need extra padding, you can fold your mat in half so you're a little bit more support under the knees, or you can place towels, cushions, pillows, anything underneath the knees if you find that you need some extra padding. And just start to walk the knees out. So walk the knees out into a wide stance, just go into your comfort level. And then if you can, try to bring your knees in line with your heels. So if we can, we're going to flex the feet. So we're in frog pose. We've got the knee lined up with the heel, flexing the feet only if it feels okay. Engage the belly and just transition down to your forearms. Interlace the fingers, soften through the shoulders. Pull the belly in, and gliding forward as we breathe in. We're going to press the hips back as we breathe out. So shifting forward as we breathe in, pushing the hips back as we breathe out. And then start to glide forward and see if you can bring your inner thighs closer to the floor. So using your forearms as brakes, you can control just how much kind of release you get through the hips here. Just allow your inner thighs to soften downwards towards the mat. So relax the shoulders, allowing the hips to open down towards the floor. So bring your awareness back to your breath. Think of the inhalation as a release to create that space. As you exhale, maybe get deeper into the pose. And then bring your awareness back into the forearms. And slide the hands back. And bring the hands under the shoulders. If the feet are flexed, go ahead and point the toes instead of flexing the feet. And then shift back and slide one knee in. And bring the other knee in. And transition to the front of your mat. And we're just going to take it all the way down to our back. So lay all the way on your back, extend your legs out. Separate your feet. Allow your feet to fall open. And then closing your eyes. Just draw your hands out alongside the body again. Palms towards the ceiling. And start to engage your belly. Start to curl your toes. Start to squeeze your fists. I'm just going to hold everything in. So keep the belly engaged, keep the toes curled, keep the fists squeezing in. And then slowly begin to engage all the muscles in your body. Squeezing the glutes, engaging the thighs. Think about actively engaging the muscles into the bone. Squeeze the face. And then just take one big inhale through your nose. Pause. If you can, breathe in some more. And then sigh out. So just totally letting go. Relaxing the jaw. Find your regular breathing. And just start to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. And maybe stretching the arms overhead if it feels good. We're going to stretch the arms towards the back of the mat and point the toes. And when you're ready, begin to gather both of your knees as you gently sway from side to side here. side and take. And closing your eyes and slowly bring yourselves to a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Put a slight bow in the head. As you move towards the top, soften the shoulders some more and hold the breath. And just a little bit more through the nose. And slowly sigh out. Namaste.